Hey, Mr. J here, and this is my current PC. And our mission today is to transform it from looking like this into this. But before we get there, there's still a lot we have to do. First off, let's talk about my current setup. So this PC is my daily driver. It's what I use every day to play games, make music, create videos, you name it. For the processor, she's got an i7 6700K, which is seated in an Asus motherboard, the TUF Z270 Mk. The video card is an Asus GTX 1070 Strix, and for RAM, we got 32 gigs of G.SKILL Ripjaws V series DDR4. Now those are the main components of my build. As for the rest of the specs, I'll list them on screen right now. So for this PC, I had a good friend help me build it about 2 years ago, and at the time she was a beast. Nowadays she's more on the modest side, but she still gets the job done. As for looks though, she's kind of on the lackluster side in my opinion. This includes both the outside and the inside. I mean, come on, look at that cable management. Yeah, my cable management does need some work, but that's why I got this. Cable management for dummies. Now the current PC case I'm using is a Cooler Master Scout 2 Advanced, and although she's an older model, I can't deny her practicality. The case literally owes me nothing. It's been extremely reliable, very easy to work in and make modifications over the years, and it even has a handle, thus making it easily portable for LAN parties. Or you can use it to work out if you don't have any dumbbells around. Now the truth is, in the last few months I've really wanted to update the cosmetics of my PC while the hardware is still relevant, and that's exactly what today's video is about. So without further ado, I'd like to show you a really big package. You guys thought I meant something else, didn't you? You sickos. So you guys are probably wondering what's in this box, and I do not doubt that you have no idea what it could be. So let's open up the box and find out. What the f? How do you... Oh. And here she is. This is my new PC case. It's the Cullinan V500 from Rosewell, and I picked it because it ticked off all the boxes on my want list. Tempered glass, a power supply shroud, decent airflow vents in the front, hidden hard drive bays in the back, and adequate room for cable management. Now there is 3 different versions of this case. There's a red version, a blue version, and of course an RGB version. Now I got the red one simply because it was the cheapest at the time of purchase, and I plan on swapping out the fans anyways. And that leads me to the other cosmetic upgrades I'll be making. Aside from the case, I also ordered a new CPU cooler, which is the NZXT Kraken M22, a vertical GPU mount for my graphics card from Cablemod, a black and red cable extension kit from Cablemod, and for the fans, I got a 6-pack kit from LEDdess. Not sure if I'm saying their name right, so if it's wrong, I do apologize. Lastly, I got some LED strips. Not really sure where I'm going to put these, but I'm sure I'll figure something out. So now that you know all the changes we're going to be making, it's time to start tearing this thing apart. Let's get to it. Well, here she is, my old PC case completely gutted. I will admit I am going to miss her, but her time has come. You served me well, old girl, but it's time to move on. Shoot. Get. Anyways, here's all my PC components laid out. As you can see, I did not remove the RAM sticks from the motherboard as it wasn't necessary. I was debating on getting some RGB RAM, but after second thought, I think the red heat shields on my current RAM will mix well with the red and black cable extensions I got from Cablemod. Plus, RGB RAM is pretty expensive and we don't want to upset the wife with unnecessary spending. That stuff doesn't count. Now there will be a few things that we're getting rid of here as well, such as the old CPU cooler, gone. This optical drive, who even uses these anymore? Bye-bye. And this 5-piece fan kit, it can go too. As for the rest of this hardware, it's time to give it a new home. And that goes for this stuff too, so let's get started. Well, here she is. I suppose the only thing to do now is to hit the power button and hope she turns on. Let's do it. Oh, come on. Well, it was a lot of hard work, but the end result was totally worth it. She looks absolutely stunning and the results exceeded my expectations. The Cullinan V500 case looks absolutely beautiful. I love the tempered glass and how it shows off all the lighting options inside and out. The colors that really stand out to me are red, blue, and of course, full-on RGB. She even looks good in stealth mode with all the lights turned off. Furthermore, the case was a breeze to work in and I would highly recommend it to any PC builder. There's a lot of space and decent cable routing options. And even I was able to pull off some decent cable management, sort of. I mean, just ignore that spot right there. Look, in my defense, between the Cablemod extensions and all the fan runs I had to do, there was a lot of cables I had to shove in there, but I think I made it work the best I could. I do believe someone with more experience could probably do better, but for now, she'll do just fine for me. As for the Cablemod extensions themselves, they worked out perfectly. I love how the subtle hints of red give the PC that extra amount of flair, and they combine very nicely with the red heat shields on my existing RAM. As for the CPU cooler, I'm pleased to say that the Kraken M22 not only looks fantastic, but it also provides lower temperatures than my Corsair H60, and a cooler CPU is never a bad thing. Lastly, what really completes this look for me is the vertical GPU mount. My graphics card has built-in RGB lighting, so naturally, I'm happy to finally be putting it on display for everyone to see. Now all that's left to do is to set this beast up on my desk and finalize my battle station. I want to thank you guys for joining me on this epic journey. If you like this video, you know what to do. And before I go, always remember, RGB is life. Mr. J out. Hey, thanks for checking out the video. If you want to see more content like this, check out the links on the side. In the meantime, why don't you punch that subscribe button right in its face, drop a like, leave a comment. That's it for Mr. J, and until next time, keep your powder dry. Mr. J out. Oh, you're still here, eh? Why didn't you click one of the videos?